Hello and welcome to the portfolio section of the Notion for Artists template. Now that we've finished moving from an art idea through our studio workflow, now we can manage our finished pieces in our inventory section. As artists, one of the most important tools we have is our portfolio, being able to see at a larger glance what kind of work we've been making so we can get a sense of where we're at, a little bit of our artistic identity, and use that to help grow and evolve our artwork, our practice, and our art business. So, as an honor to this key part of being an artist, we made the portfolio section. So if we're using our example piece, you can click on any card here that is a finished piece. So the same cards that we've been using for art ideas in progress will show up here once you have selected the Done task. This can be done by dragging it into the Done column or manually changing the property in the card. So let's take a look at our example piece and start changing some of the properties so that it is lining up with some of the important data we need for our inventory and the next steps in our business. So we already know the piece is done. Here we have inventory status. So now that we've finished, we have another property to help you sort this piece. So is it available? Is it in a gallery? Is it donated? Is it sold? We had this be one specific property separate from the piece status, so that way we can look at this without being clunked up with the previous piece statuses from your studio workflow. Think of piece status as what is the status of being done, and inventory status is that second chapter of have I sold my work or where is it existing? For steps like shows and exhibitions, you can add a show, show what shows you've been doing. So if this piece is selected to use in one of your shows, you can sort it and add that tag in the show section, as well as mark any previous show it's been to if it's not been sold. For information like start date, we can add that at the beginning when we did our art ideas, and this is helpful for the studio practice, as well as last work on and deadline. When you get to the point of selling the piece, make sure to track when you have sold an individual piece, so that way we can keep on track of important dates and moments in our art career during the year. Here you can also select the size of your piece. We have set this up to be a multi-select, so simply click here and choose your option. These are just example sizes and may not fit the needs and the realities of your own art practice. So if you ever want to change one of these, simply press the ellipses and type in a new size. This could be the weight. It could be a general small piece, big piece, medium piece, large piece. This could be some sort of volumetric size. Find and adapt this to whatever best fits your practice. Then add any price, add a price or price range so you can prep yourself for shows and selling. Mark the location. This can be helpful from the internal side before you work on sales to understand, is this at my studio? Is this at my house? Is this, at a show or another location? Use this to stay on top and manage where your pieces are. Then, if you haven't already, make sure you update the medium. Usually you would have done this in the art idea or studio practice section. Leave any comments, and these other properties are if you had gone through the commission process. Now down here, you will also find a tab for different information for provenance. So just like we said before, location history. So as you move a piece around, this is for more galleries or collectors. You can store the information here, as well as who is the collector that is associated with the piece, what shows it's been in, and if there's been any histories of it being published. So we hope this helps get you an understanding of how to transition from the studio into the inventory side of things through the lens of our portfolio section. So thank you very much, and good luck with Notion for Artists template.